Hey everybody, Miss C here. I am doing another recap on one of my old videos, and that video was done back in July of 2020 on artificial intelligence. And I think my question was, what is the purpose of artificial intelligence? I'm not sure exactly how I worded it, but today's video I am going to take a second look at artificial intelligence and see what the cards can tell me about artificial intelligence. And I'm gonna try to flow with the cards and see where they take me here. But this is going to be a recap of artificial intelligence that I did back in 2020. So let's see what the cards can tell me about artificial intelligence. Should it be trusted? Should it be trusted? That's going to be my first question. All right, we had a jumper there. We're going to save you for later. Should it be trusted? All right, that one popped over. We're going to keep that. All right, what say you, cards? Boy, this information is flowing. Hold on, let me get my cards. Let me get my cards. Can this artificial intelligence be trusted? Yeah, we can see that. Should they be trusted? Now this is, a different type of deck. So stay with me now. Stay with me now. Can artificial intelligence be trusted? Now the intention of artificial intelligence, we get the 4 card here. Participation. They want everybody participating. Now if you understand where we're headed, is data is the new money per se. So in order to get people's data, you got to get them participating in the system, whether it be social media, on the internet, filling out surveys, recording your voice when you go into the banking systems, and they take stock of your voice when you call in, press 1 or say 1 or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So participation. So in order for AI to get information, they can't create it themselves. They get it from us. So we are giving the AI information, and the AI is a computer, so it thinks faster and sometimes can intellectualize things quicker than we can, so it can put things together, but it has to have a source of information, and the source of information is us. So it's kind of like what has happened is you have people pretending to be something they not. So now you creating AI to assume the position of a real human being. So this whole copy and imitation and illusion stuff been going on for a while now. So I hope y'all see the connection the dots I'm trying to connect for y'all right here. But anyway, that is the first position, is what is their intentions with this AI, is to get us to participate in our own demise, get us to give them our information so they can plug it inside of the AI and then get the AI to pretend to be us. Meanwhile, we sitting over here twiddling our thumbs, starving to death. But anyway, I digress. Let's move on to the second position. Should we trust them? Well, now, should we trust them? Change. So if change is needed, I would say in the current way that it's being used, no, we should not trust them. We need to change our way of thinking about whether we should trust them or not. Okay, we need to make some changes before we can trust them. That's what I'm seeing in that card in that position. Now, is AI going to be beneficial to us? That's what this position. Now I like this card right here because I got a 3-point plan that I use, and this is one of them. Now it's not this card, but it's this word, experiencing. I have a 3-point plan. Let me share that with y'all before I go into this card. But look at this card while I'm telling it to you. Because I believe that in order for anyone to be able to truly help people or be able to help themselves or move forward, you have to do three things. And the first thing is you have to actually experience what you are talking about or what you are trying to teach people about. Have you experienced it? And then once you experience it, you need to learn the life lesson that was attached to you experiencing that thing. And then once you experience it, learn the life lesson from it, then to move forward to the next level, which is for you to walk in that experience and that life lesson in your day-to-day life. And that is how and what you use to teach and to help people and to guide people. Because how are you gonna help somebody or tell somebody about something that you yourself have not experienced? Because it's gonna hit you different if you've experienced it than whether you just read about it in a book or somebody told you about it or you saw it happen. And I hate to use this, but I'm gonna use it because it just popped in my head. It's like a preacher trying to tell you about heaven. He's never been there, but he's telling you, he or she is telling you how great it is, but they've never experienced it. So how can you teach me about something, number one, you've not experienced, and number two, you haven't learned a life lesson about it because you haven't experienced it, and then going to the next level and walking in it. Like they say, walk by faith, walk in it, walk on God. Well, if you haven't experienced it, how you going to walk or operate in it? But anyway, I digress. This card just made me think about my 3-point plan. Now, y'all can use that if you want to, because if it helps somebody, then you work with it, you do it. But experiencing. So this card in this position is letting us know whether or not AI is going to be beneficial to us. And I would say it is beneficial to us even right now. And if you look at this card, she's touching the tree. She's experiencing the tree. And by God, if you want to get grounded, just go outside, put your hand in the garden in some dirt, plant some flowers, or sit next to a tree, or take your shoes off and walk in the grass if you want to experience something. And for me, that's what this picture is saying to me on this card, is you have plugged in. Y'all seen that movie Avatar, where they take their tails and plug it into the tree of souls, and then the roots underground light up? That's how you know you plugged in, baby. So when you walk on that grass, you get plugged into nature, baby. Ain't no copy for nature. I know they keep on trying to make one, but ain't no copy for nature. So you plugging in to the original. AI is trying to plug into us to become copies of us. Come on now, y'all hear what I'm saying? But anyway, will it be beneficial to us? Yes, it will be beneficial to us, because it will allow us to take advantage of the intelligence, the level of intelligence at the speed of a machine versus a human being. So we will be able to experience that. And as I just said with my 3-point plan, is that experiencing is the first step to walking into the lessons that you've learned in life. So yes, it will be beneficial to us. Now, let's move on. I don't want to get too far and be talking too much, but let me keep going here. Why are they pushing AI now? That's this card right here. Why are they pushing AI now? This is the card of maturity. And if you notice, look closely here, you see the Ouroboros here, which is the snake eating its own tail. So now in real life, now for those of y'all, I love to read, y'all. So for those of y'all who, and I like watching animal shows and stuff like that, and so I've read about what makes a snake eat its tail. And from what I've read, now y'all can correct me if I'm wrong now, because I don't know everything, and I'm not too proud to say, girl, I got that wrong. Thank you for correcting me. But my understanding why a snake eats its tail is stress. It's stress. And I say stress like something is, pulling too tight and it's about to pop. And maturity, for me, maturity is like when a flower is getting ready to bloom. It bursts open. So maturity can mean a lot of different things. And so for me, in this particular reading, why are they doing it now is because there's stress. The line is about to pop. The line is about to pop. They have been pulling and twisting and doing things to keep us in line. That now it has reached maturity and they have to do it now. And the other piece is we are maturing within ourselves. We're starting to remember. We are awakening. Or as we said way back before these crazy, idiotic political people got a hold to the term, which Bill Burr tried to tell y'all, woke didn't have nothing to do with politics and it didn't have nothing to do with white people. It had to do with black people being able to see, so-called black people. I hate using that word, but that's the category that we've been given. And I don't know another one to use that would include the people group that I'm talking about. So y'all please forgive me for using that word. But that's the only one I have. But just know that I am aware of what I'm saying. And I understand that there has to be a better word to use. But he said it. He said it didn't have anything to do with that. And it didn't. It had to do with us saying to each other, stay woke, man. I'm woke. I see what's going on. I see the game that's being played. That's what that meant. But anyway, I've stopped saying that because the politics have taken it to a whole nother level and given it a whole nother meaning. And that is not what I'm talking about. So I'm going to use awaken. We are awakening to our true self. We are coming into maturity, meaning we are growing up. I said to a family member of mine, I'm like, so when do you graduate in Christianity? When do you stop listening to stories? When do you actually grow up? I told them, I said, I've graduated. And they're like, well, you can't graduate from this. I'm like, baby, yes, I have graduated from it. I done graduated from it. So I found another way. And I'm not saying y'all need to come with me, but if you want to, go on, get on. But if you don't, y'all can keep doing what you're doing, because I done been in that, baby. Done been in a long time, 40-something years. So, but anyway, I'm going to digress from that. But only reason I brought that up because I wanted to give y'all several different meanings of this image, of this word, mature. And it means that they are about to, you know how you pull a rope and it gets so thin, or a rubber band, and y'all know we had them rubber bands on our head when we was kids with them little ponytails, and you pull that rubber band so thin it gets real thin and then pop, and it pops your hand. Well, that's where they are right now. That is why they need AI and why they pushing AI and pushing it in a direction that it shouldn't be going, because AI doesn't need to replace the human. AI is just a tool and should be used as a tool, just like the computer, just like the cell phone should be a tool. It shouldn't replace you talking to another human being. It shouldn't replace you going out. It shouldn't replace you having real relationships with people, real human beings, instead of avatars inside of a game. Now, that's okay. You can do that. But I'm just saying it should not replace that. It is just a tool, another alternative to use in conjunction with what you already have. But anyway, I'm going to digress from that. But this card right here indicates why they're doing it now. Now, the last position of the card is the inner voice. This is the overall advice to, and I'm going to say humanity, because AI is being used all over the planet. So this is the overall advice, which is to listen to your inner voice. And if y'all have listened to any of my videos at any point in time, you know that I'm always saying, listen to your intuition. Listen to that voice inside of you. Nobody knows you better than you. And this is the advice being given in this reading right here today. Listen to your inner voice. So y'all listen to your intuition and let it guide y'all on what to do with this AI stuff. But I think it's pretty clear here. And remember, we had these two cards right here. This one jumped out. And isn't this crazy? Look at here. This one that turned itself over says stress. Now, what did I just tell y'all about this maturity card here? I told y'all that they've been pulling that string until it's just stretched out and it's stressed and it's gonna get ready to pop. And look right here. Oh my goodness. Look right here at this monkey. He got a pen finna stick it in the balloon with the other little monkey right here dancing on top, juggling too many things, doing too many things at one time, and losing their grip, kind of like those powers that were and think they still are. This is how they feel right now. And here this little monkey, he like, yeah, you got that rope around my neck, but I'm finna stick this pen in here and baby, you finna hit the floor. But anyway, I find that quite interesting that I said all of that before I even looked at this card, this maturity card. They are stressed. That's what's going on there. Let's see what this other one that didn't turn over has on it here. Compromise. And I would say this compromise goes right here with this outcome card and says you're going to have to compromise and you're going to have to do exactly what I just said, which is you're going to have to be able to use the tools as tools and not as a being, and not as a replacement for a human or a replacement for a relationship. You're going to have to make a compromise. You're going to have to use this for the tool and then still keep a relationship with humanity. And if you look closely here, you see them, their little pinkies are touching right here. So they're making a compromise. So I think this is quite clear on what's going on with AI, why and when. So I hope this has been helpful to you. Like, share the video, subscribe to my channel so you'll be notified when I put out new content. And I want to say again, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great and enlightened day. And until next time, I will see you then.